is Todd. So let me go and tell you a little story. So I had a friend and he bought this giant cool Balrog figure. And let me go ahead and show you some pictures of what this figure looks like. So let me find my pictures. There it is. So here's what the figure looks like. This big old monster from Lord of the Rings. And his sword, when he got it, was all broken. And this is all he had of the sword left. And he said, hey, can you 3D print the front and the handle? And I'm like, dude, I'll just make the whole sword. So I went ahead and decided that I'm going to go ahead and try to make this sword. And I had some reference pictures to use. And I knew how long it was from this picture right here. So you can see that it's supposed to be just right around 12 inches tall. And so that's what I used to make the custom sword. So check it out. This was the first version I made of it. And you can see it right here, how it is just the gray one. You know, let me get my light on here so you guys can see better. So here's the gray one right here. And I made this too thin right here, so it ended up breaking when I made it. And it's like, man, that kind of stinks. But so let's check it for length. And I think I'm off by like 1/4 inch when I made it. Oop. Oh, I'm off by almost... Nope, it's supposed to be 12 inches. I'm pretty close there. I'm just barely under 12 inches, like less than 1/4 inch away. So I was pretty close to my sizing, just slightly. So after I got a good print, let me check your guys' comments really quick while I'm doing this. All these newfangled devices. There it is. Hey, Bo, thanks for joining us. So I don't have a Balrog to test the sword in, so I just put it in my 12-inch Skeletor. But anyway, here is when I painted it. And then my son came over and he was looking at it, and I go, isn't that cool, kiddo? He goes, it'd be cooler, Dad, if it was clear. And I'm like, man, he is so right. So I went and made a clear version of it too. And it's much stronger than the original by a long shot. And so I started thinking, you know, I could actually sell these things. I mean, look how cool this is when it's clear. I mean, it looks really cool. And so I'm going to sell some of these as custom swords in this clear plastic, and I'll paint it ahead of time for you guys so you're not stuck painting it. And I'm not even going to bother with the solid ones because, I mean, yes, it's cool. It's a nice replacement one. I guess if someone really asked me for a solid one, I suppose I could make one for them. So I got another one printing downstairs. It's clear. These two are going to my friend Brian, so he can throw them in his Balrog and take pictures for me so I can use them for my auctions. But they came out really cool. It was crazy when I was making it on Blender. I just took the sculpting tool and literally drew the flames onto the sword. And it was a lot of fun. I used the large one first and made the majority of the flames, and then used the small sculpting tool and drew in some small flames. And then a super itty bitty one to draw in all this detail right in the blade. Which you can see the original piece, it has that detail right in it. Now, it's not as sharp and clean as the original piece, as you can see all the detail in there, but it is really still very cool. Look at that. Oh, flaming sword of death. Now, let me check out your guys' comments, see what you have. Drago Man gets an upgrade. Yeah, that's going to be pretty huge next to, you know, regular small figure. But, yep. So I thought it'd be kind of cool, like I was saying, to sellers for people that have broken swords. Our friend was telling me that figure goes for like over $1,000 normally. And the broken swords is a pretty common deal with that figure. So I thought, you know what? Making this cool, clear one. And with light behind it, it just looks so much cooler. I mean, it just lights it right up. So if you had your display... Now, the bad part is the figure has flames on the top of his head that obviously aren't going to match the sword anymore. But I guess that's kind of a downfall of upgrading just a sword, huh? Thanks, Jason. I appreciate you saying it's a sweet-looking sword. Video Me Chance? Am I saying your name right? Thanks, man. Speaking mostly, thanks, I appreciate it. So if you guys know someone that has a Balrog figure and you know they got a broken sword, let them know. Oh, snagged us the Comic-Con Scare Glow today. I forgot about it. And by the time actually, I don't remember, my friend contacted me and said, hey, did you get one? And I'm like, oh, that's right. I'm just going to wait till the one comes out. They're going to have the released one. And I'm hoping the released one's going to glow fully like it's supposed to. That'd be way cooler than just the head glowing. And what's the deal with that? A scare glow with just this head that glows? I don't know. Kind of disappointing. There's the real one. Now, I didn't make the whip, just the sword only. But if you guys know someone that has one of these awesome figures and their sword is broke on it, which I guess is pretty common, so send them my way. And contact me on Facebook. And I probably will have a couple of these on eBay too. So there you go. Like I said, the clear one is the one I'll be selling mostly. But if someone really wants a solid one, I can make a solid one. The solid one's actually stronger. The clear one is a little bit brittle, and it's actually lighter weight, which is kind of funny. You'd think it'd be the same weight being the same plastic, but this is just more dense. You can actually feel this is solid. Oh! Oh, let me check out your guys' comments. I got to change my tablet over to the YouTube feed so I can see your guys' comments. Minute late for Scare Glow. Missed out. I know, that stinks. Same here. I won the cart. Sold out in a second. Yep, pretty crazy. I almost broke down and got one on eBay after I saw the commotion. Then I thought, you know what? I don't even want to get it when it was the price it was. So why would I want to spend 120 bucks on eBay for it? I found one guy selling it for 100. If you want, I can put the link in the description for you guys. So you want to come back to this video a little later, I can put that link in there. Actually, go to my Facebook page. I got the link on there for the guy selling them for 100. And you'll notice there's a figure missing that is no longer up here in my pile of figures, and that is Overkill. Somebody contacted me and they said, I'd love your Overkill figure. Can you make me one? And I ended up ordering more parts to make one. He was able to get some parts in his own home area. And so I took off the parts he could get. He said he can get the stuff in the weapons pack and he can get the hat. So I pulled those off and mailed him out Overkill. So you should see him on Facebook soon because he said he'd post it on different places. Look how cool that looks. I'm just so impressed with myself. And I wanted to show someone because I'm going to mail these off in a couple days. And usually I show my friend Steve this kind of stuff, that artist friend of mine. But we're supposed to see him tomorrow, but we're probably not. So that's why I thought I'll just make the video. How did the cape on my Evil Lyn turn out? You know, I have not done that yet. That's funny. I don't even put it on. I don't even know where the cape is. It's somewhere on this pile of stuff. I guess I could open the other one I got and grab the cape out because I don't know where I put the cape and see how it fits. How could I lose the cape? No, maybe I did try it out. I've already stuck it on her. Let me take a look and see. Evil Lyn, where are you? Let's just try that out really quick. Now, I did not cut it short for Origins because as you guys know, I'm not a huge Origins fan. I just collect them because they're fun. But here is my Lyn of Evil. This lighting is really weird in here. I was using it to take pictures on eBay the other day and I didn't readjust it. So I'll have to add this extra light. And let's grab the other figure. So I lost the cape on the one I had already prepared. Oh, I popped her head off. I'm headless. This looks almost like she'd be Batgirl or something, or Batwoman. There we go. All right. Glad you asked, James Justice, the champion. So James just recently came back from his California trip, and ooh, look at that. And he has come back with some new things under his belt. There we go. Dun dun dun. Does not quite fit on her shoulders very good. It's a little bit wider than her shoulders are, because she's obviously a bigger figure. But still, I guess you put it up high, it still looks kind of cool. And so now, she's going into Zodak's fortress with her fur cape on. It's a little shorter than I'd like for this figure. Let's just go ahead and grab the Origins figure. Where did I stick my box of Origins figures? There they are. I got a new box to put my Origins figures in. And here is Evelyn. Evelyn. And let's go ahead and try that other cape. And it does fit a little big on her. And you will have to trim it, of course, to make it shorter. But even on her shoulders, it sits a little bit big. I guess you want it way down on her shoulders. It's kind of cool looking. Actually, it does look pretty cool. It's just like shoulder pads. That actually does look cool. So yeah, for the Origins figure, it actually works better than it does for Classics. So a little bummed about that, because I was planning on using it for Classics, but still, it gives her cool furry shoulder pads. And then, like I said, you would heat this up and then take some scissors and cut this. There's some cool shapes in the bottom. Give it the flowing look. And there you go. All right, let me check out your guys' comments before I kill this feed. And let's see. The 1980s shoulders pad. Yep. All right. I'm missing Orko for Origins. Well, yep. I'm not a huge fan of Orko. And really? You really want this figure? And he's ridiculous looking. It's ridiculous in the cartoon. I liked my mini comics before Prince Adam existed, before Orko. Oh well. Let me check out your last comments, and then we'll call it quits. Maybe drill a small hole in the sides of the fur that run along the string to keep it tied for Classics. Speaking mostly, you are hilarious, man. All right, like, subscribe, tell your friends, and again, if you know someone with a Balrog, let them know that I have a cool fire sword for sale. Contact me on Facebook, and then I'll let them know the prices. I could sell it to them as a nice solid, or I could sell it to them as a clear one. The clear ones will be on eBay probably, or I could sell them a blank one for even less money. Of course, this won't be broken on a blank one, and they'll paint their own. It's actually kind of fun painting it. Basically, I spray it with yellow paint, grab a little burnt orange, and grab a little burnt red, and that's it. It's a very easy paint job. And this one's a little harder to paint, because you got to use the clear paints. And this one is clear yellow, clear red, and they mix the orange in the middle on their own, because red and yellow make orange. And then a clear black mixed with clear red for the top to give it that little bit darker red across the top. So that is how you paint the clear one. All right. No one wants Booster. Nobody likes you, Booster. Awesome. I used to love that show every Christmas. All right, you guys, like, subscribe, tell your friends. Hopefully I'll get monetized again in less than a month, so we'll check that out and see what happens. And that's about it. Peace, man. Bye. Or as I guess they say in the movie, good journey. Bye, you guys. Oh, don't forget, tonight is the night to watch our new cartoon. Bye now.